This is World Rare Disease Day, and the author of a new children's book, The Zebra Alphabet, gives a new perspective to some very uncommon illnesses and their effects. Dr. Aditi Kantipuly joins us now with more. And let's welcome, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
Where does the term zebra come in when it comes to rare illnesses?
Yeah, so the zebra was a doctor at the University of Maryland in the 1940s. He started, when he was teaching his interns, he would say that a patient with a rare disease is like a zebra. And over the years, that term has really picked up in medical circles and communities. And when I started going to conferences, I saw a lot of patients and their families coming in zebra stripes, and almost like as a form of solidarity. And so that kind of is where the inspiration for the zebra alphabet came in, because I wanted the zebra to stand for, more than just a rare disease, but, the spirit of resilience.
Right, and that everybody is different.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
this is kind of celebrating differences.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
So there are 7,000 that we know of, 7,000 rare
and the
diseases.
List is growing day by day.
You've chosen 26 to go through the alphabet, and every single one, I love the illustrations that you've had done for the book. That kind of, so what is this one for, the illustration?
So this one is A is for Angelman syndrome, and Angelman syndrome. C is for cat-eye syndrome. This is eagle syndrome. E is for eagles.
And with each one, with each beautiful piece of art there, you also have a little story kind of explaining in very simple terms. So it's a children's book, but I mean, I learned a lot from it, right? Because if you're going into all these rare diseases and very complex things, you're going to lose people. But
exactly.
This tells kind of what the difference is, but also what you can do.
Yeah, it's supposed to pique children's curiosity in learning things that may be different to us, and sort of hopefully be kinder as well.
Were you sparked by some of your young patients and their families? I can imagine their child is diagnosed with a rare disease, and it's like, I can imagine it's kind of a relief that there is a diagnosis, but now you have to explain it all the time.
Yeah.
Because people have never heard of it.
Yeah, and it can become really difficult because the science is a little complex, and sometimes even doctors and the healthcare team, we're learning along with the patient. So, hopefully this is a good introduction to learning more about these conditions.
Yeah. And I like too that you wanted to write this because you wanted to get more representation for all kinds of kids in children's books.
So right now, there was a recent study done that less than 3% of children's literature addresses disability as a whole. So there is like a really big push, I think, to just to share stories and sharing, especially about kids with differences.
Have you had any feedback from young patients who have seen the book or were part of the book maybe, and their reaction to it?
Yeah, young children are really curious. I think they pick up on the colors, especially the bright vivid colors, and they're like, oh, what's that? Or, they can even relate if all kids kind of go to the doctor as part of like medical checkups, and so I think it's a great way to open up a conversation, and
Now, you say you've partnered with hospitals all over the place. You're based out of Grimsby, or originally from Grimsby.
I'm originally from Grimsby, and we work with nonprofits and hospitals that I've worked with as well, and they have children's resource centers. So we've been donating the books to these resource centers as a way for kids to have it available to them.
Okay. If teachers or parents or families or whatever want to get this book, how do they get it then?
They can reach out to me on thezebrabook.com.
Okay, and we'll get that link up on our website at chch.com. Thanks so much for writing this and for sharing it with us. Really, really important.
Thank you so much, Anna.
Okay.